Today we will be actually making this AI agent. I'll just show you one demo. This is actually a stock research agent, which I will be triggering through Telegram. You can use any other messaging app also. Telegram is actually very much convenient to use, so I'm using this. So it actually takes the name of the stock which I want to research on. Then it uses the web search, then output parser to make the structure a bit formatted way, and then it uses the text splitter because Telegram has a limit of 400 characters, 400 characters in one message, so it splits the message and then it gives the reply. Okay, so it already did the web search. It should use the output parser now. I can actually show you the code also. What I did was I used like I used this agent only, like this one, to generate a code for the text splitter one. So let's see how much time it takes. Okay, so we got the response. We got two messages again. So this is amazing, right? So we got these two messages. Okay, after Apple, everything about Apple, exception. We also got links we can visit. Actually, Yahoo Finance market screener. Okay, we have got exceptional generation, margins, interest balance, fee ratios, premium valuation. So we got pretty much detailed output actually. Hmm. Yeah. So you can see a lot of things, institutional sentiments, like social media sentiment. So we got a lot of things. Okay, pretty much detailed analysis. So this is how it works. I'll also show you live build of it, like how we will build it together. What you can do is you can also use, get chart. It will also give you the chart, but I didn't use that right now because I wanted it to be very much simple and very much easy to build. Okay. Now we will build the whole AI agent again from beginning. Okay. I just name this AI agent. Whatever you can name it, whatever you want. So the first thing which we have to do is we have to start with the Telegram trigger, right? So we'll click here. We'll search Telegram. Okay. And trigger should be on message received, right? So we'll click here, and this will open up. For you, I can actually show how to get your Telegram credential. Okay, I'll show it. You won't have your Telegram credential, so you have to click here, and your access token will be asked here. What you have to do is, so come to your Telegram, okay, and search like bot father. Okay, you can search bot father. So if you search bot father, you will get this. Okay, I already have my things created. What you have to do is you have to first click on start. Okay, then yeah, it will give you these all things. You have to click type new bot. Okay, slash new bot. Then you have to name it, and then I think it will open up. Or you can also open up this like app from here. Okay, and okay. See, I have one bot. You can create a new bot. Okay, when you create a new bot, or like when you complete everything, name the bot and tell the purpose of the bot, then it will give you a like token. Okay, so here is my token which I can copy. It doesn't show us obviously, but this is the token which was given to me before. I already revoked it. Okay, so when you are making it for the first time, you will get the token here. You have to copy this token and then you have to paste it here. Okay, and then you will hit save and it will get saved. Okay, so I already did that. So after you put this, you can check whether it is like whether the node is receiving information or not. Click on this trigger event and then send some message. Okay, as long as you send a message, it will like receive the information, and then you can actually see we got a bunch of information here. Like if I zoom in, we got update ID message, we got message ID, it's bot false, first name some, this is the account I'm using. Okay, you'll get the ID also, you'll get first name, and you will also get the text. What you will use is the text and the ID, this ID and text. This is the only thing which we will require. Okay, after this, the next step is we will actually go for a AI agent, right? we will go for AI agent node. So let's click here, go to AI and click on AI agent. Okay, you will receive this. Because we are not connected to a chat trigger node, so we will click here and we will do define below. Okay, and here we will define. What we will define? It's very simple. We will just drag this text here for now. Okay, um, like when the whole for now we will just do this. Then so after you get this, add a chat module. Okay, you can use any of it. For now, maybe actually showed you open router, right? Open router. You can use a lot. Let me show you Gemini for this time. Okay, so I'll use Gemini. Okay, it's just a trial credential. That is the reason. I can show you how to create a Gemini credential maybe. Okay, wait. I'll show you how to create a Gemini credential also. But for now, let's first check that our agent is receiving the information or not. Let's set it high again. So it's receiving the information, right? What is the output we got here? We got hi there, hello, how can I help you? Okay. So here's how you can test it. Like you should test actually whenever you are making a agent, you should test in every step so that you know. What you shouldn't do is you are just connecting 15 to 20 nodes or 5 nodes, 10 nodes, and then you are checking it and the workflow is not working. Then you will have to disconnect them all again and find out where the problem is exactly, and then we'll figure it out. It's better to check in every steps, test in every step, because it will be very much easy for you to make the agent in one go and test afterwards. But that's a terrible idea. You shouldn't do that because especially when you're making complex workflows, this should not happen. It will face a lot of trouble, again. If you have issues with that, if you don't want to trigger it again and again, what you can do is you can pin this data, pin the first node or the trigger node, pin the data which you received, and then you can test it using this pin data. Okay, but I also use this pin data for now. Like after I actually add all the information, I will actually not use this data because I need a stock name. Okay. Now I'll show you. Let me show you how you can actually create your Gemini API key or connect your Gemini credential. Okay. So what you can do is to connect your Gemini account. What you have to do is, for example, let's go here. Okay, and create a new credential. Okay. This will be the thing which pops up like in front of you when you will create your credential. Then just go to Google AI Studio. Okay, like type Google AI Studio in your Google and sign in or log in if you have not logged in. Then after you do that, this type of interface will be in front of you. Okay, this is Google AI Studio, obviously. After that, what you have to do is go to Get API Key in this, like in this corner, you will get a Get API Key. Click here. Okay, once you come here, click on the Create a new API Key. Okay, and then create a new project. Okay, if you just name it something. Okay, it will create a project. Okay, then what will happen? It will ask the name of the API key. Okay, and just you just name it. For example, I named it n8n trial. Okay, and then you don't have to set up billing information in Google because it's free for now. I don't know how like when it will be free. OpenAI and others actually charge for this. Okay, but you can actually get free API keys from Google. Okay, then you will get your API key. You can copy it from here, or you will get API key actually one pop up here. You will copy it and then you will paste it here. Okay, then you will get your credentials connected. So let's now. So let's name it something. Like I am using 2.5 flash, right? So 2.5 flash. Okay. So after this, you have to add your web tool, like the tool which the AI agent will use for web search. Okay. I will use Tably for it. You can also use other tools like you have SERP API also. You have Perplexity also. Okay. So you will go to the tool section and hit plus, and you will search for Tably. Okay, so you can have this Tably tool here. This is actually a community node. Like if you are doing it for the first time, then maybe let's make sure Python. I have Python here. Okay, first time when when you are searching for Tably in your n8n instance, you will get something like this install node because it's a community node. It is a community node verified by n8n and it is officially maintained by Firecrawl. Okay, so you have to install it and then you will be able to use. For example, if you click here, so it will for some after some time it will show that it's installed. For Tavily, I have already installed it. That is why I can't show you that. But it will take some time and then it will get installed. Then you can use all these functions. Like for Firecrawl, we have all these functions. In Tavily we have three functions. You can extract, crawl, crawl, or we can actually search. See, this will show. Actually, you can't see this here. Uh, okay. So after the package is installed, now you can use it. For example, I have also installed Epify. I think I have installed Epify because I've used it for making some scraping with scraper agent. So let's just search for Tavily with this. This is a tool which will search the web. Okay. So after you get here, I actually already showed you how to add your Tavily credentials, but I can show you again maybe. No, we will focus on that later. Okay, I'm not going into that right now. After you get this, the resource will be searched. We will do operation will be query. We can actually do you know uh, extract and crawl also, but we don't want to. For query, what you can do is you can let the model decide because you are not searching for one single term, right? You are searching for maybe financial information of Apple or maybe uh, you know a P ratio of it or valuation of it. So the AI agent will use it multiple times with multiple different query. If you let this happen, if you fix it or you make it, even if you make it variable, the variable will be fixed, right? You can't change it. Like the agent can't use this tool again and again with different queries. So it's better to make like let it be this defined automatically by the model. Then you can actually okay, we should actually name this. While naming the tools, keep in mind that your tools should be pretty intuitive. Like the name should be pretty intuitive, pretty much very easy to understand. So what I will do is I'll name it as web search, so that it's very easy for the agent to understand what this tool is for. Okay. So now if I just I can modify this data here also. Actually, I forgot that. So pin data, what you can do is you can edit this pin data here. So this was the message which I got. So I can write, you know, Google maybe. Okay. So if I want to search about Google, so I'll write it here. Okay. And if I hit save, so this data now changed. Okay. Now it's like I'm sending Google in the like I'm triggering the event by telling Google. Okay. Now if I run this AI agent, it will search internet for Google. Okay. Actually, no, it will not because it does not have any built-in. I have not given it any system prompt. Hmm. System prompt is not there. So let me give a very simple system prompt so that it can understand. So I have told it that your job is to search web using the web search tool. The search should be about a company name you will receive. Okay, and what it will receive is this. Okay, for now it is Google, right? So let's also help him little bit here. Like we ensured that this is company name and this is what it has to. Now it should be able to search the internet for Google. If we hit test here, like first you save this AI agent, otherwise. Let's see what it does. So it's using the web search tool to search about Google, and now it will give us some small answer because I didn't, specified what search it has to do, whatever it has to search. I have searched for Google and found following relevant information. So it has found a lot of things that YouTube is a part of Google and technology, and but so it's working, right? So this is the important thing which you have to do. You have to again and again check that your nodes are working, your AI, maybe your models are working, okay, in every step. Our next step is what you have to do is you have to actually, put the output parser, like you have to enable this, okay, require specific output. So we will get something like this, and we will use this structured output parser. Most of the times we will be using this only, okay. So what you have to do is you have to give it a JSON example, like how you want your output to be. So we will just for now I will just copy paste it from the already made AI agent which I have. So I'll maybe go to YouTube and I'll use this. So I'll use the system prompt also stock name. So this is stock name. So yeah, I think it matters. So here is the system prompt I used for role. I told it that you are Jarvis, an expert in US stock market analysis with decades of experience analyzing companies listed on Nasdaq, NYC. Okay. And you're specialized in delivering fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and sentimental analysis. You can also keep this same, or you can change this according to your needs. I needed all three types of analysis, even if it's short. So I used this format. Engagement protocol always begin the conversation with "Hi James." Actually, this is the part which is more important for my clients. It's not for me, obviously. Okay, so I added this. If you want to make it public, or if you want to serve it to your clients, then it can be used. This engagement protocol part, because I afterwards I realized it's only for me, so I assume that it's always interactive with Jerry. Obviously, I'm not Jerry. It's just for demo purpose. When a US stock ticker name or company name is provided, proceed with the analysis immediately. Okay. Tools available are web search and output parser tool, which I will add here. Okay. You don't have to particularly tell about output parser tool, but in my case, when I was testing it, it was not using output parser. So I mentioned it. Okay. Output style, always output in a format, following JSON like structure, fundamental analysis, blah blah blah, all things about fundamental analysis. Okay. If you download this template, you will get this, system from there only. Okay, so I'm not getting more into it, but it's simply providing three types of analysis: fundamental, technical, and sentimental. Okay, so next thing is, so I should copy this, right? So I'll just copy it, and we will come here. We will paste this system prompt here. Okay, we'll just delete the system prompt for now. Okay, you also have to remember that because I already told it that it has two tools. Now if I want to try this without adding the output parser, it won't work. So I have to use the output parser, obviously. And for here, what I can do is I can just tell it stock name. Okay, so I think this is better. Yeah, this is better. No, it's okay. So it works. Now I will have to add the output parser. Okay. Oh, I already added the output parser. Okay. Now I will have to configure it. Like this JSON. This also will copy it from our previous agent. What you can do is you just go to ChatGPT, tell what type of formatted output you want in ChatGPT, and then ask ChatGPT to create us example JSON for that output, and then ChatGPT will create an example JSON which you can see directly paste in here. I also did the same. Okay, so you can use like ChatGPT for that. Like for example, I let me show you once. Like if you just take the output format, okay, output parser tool. So if I take this output format, if I copy it, and then if I go to now, if I tell ChatGPT like give me a JSON example for this output format, okay, and then we'll paste that output. Oh, sorry, okay, then ChatGPT will give you a valid JSON example. Okay, see, so it's already giving me a valid JSON example. You can just copy paste it there. You don't need this much detail. Okay, so you can just tell it what all things you need, because if you get this much of the detailed JSON example, then you have a lot of problem like for mapping it, like for dragging and dropping it into the Telegram node. So this is a bit less detailed than before. You will actually get the JSON example in my agent also, but I gave you the idea like how you can create. Okay, so now what will do is we'll just copy the same output parser JSON example, which you have to paste here. Okay, so let's save, and then we will go here. We will go to the actual agent. Then we will just copy this. Okay. Oh, no, no, sorry. Don't copy everything. Okay. Just copy this one example. Okay. And then we will go back, demo, and paste this here. Just paste this here. Okay. So it's fine. Now it will be able to work with my test data. Actually, I think I should go on and add in almost everything. So now it would output a very pretty detailed analysis about Google, but I don't want it to be Google. Let's just edit it. Let's make it NVIDIA. And if I save it, so now if I test it, it should be able to. It will. You will see one thing. It will call this web search tool multiple times. That's because it wants to get a lot of the details like fundamental analysis, technical analysis. We have a lot of parameters under fundamental analysis, a lot of parameters under technical analysis, and a lot of parameters under sentimental analysis. So it will pull like 2 to 3 times minimum, maybe it will call this agent. So let's test it. Oh, wait. I have to. So there is an error. I'm sure. Like it called this for 11 times. Oh, this thing is not working. Okay. The error is in that engagement protocol. So I'll just delete all the engagement protocol. Like I'm deleting it because for the demo I don't need this. But if you are giving it to a client, you will need this. So I'll just delete this. Maybe this will make the agent more robust. So let's see what it does right now. Yes, now it's calling the Tably tool. So I hope that will not it worked actually. So it completed this thing, which was I was able to figure out that where is the issue with my prompting. When I click this, I saw that it is, you know, the agent is again and again asking me that whether I'm Jerry, what company I want to analyze today. So that engagement protocol part was actually getting this thing, making this agent do that. So when I deleted it, it worked perfectly. So let's now check what output we got. Example, if I could table, it will be easy to see maybe. Yeah. Let me widen up a bit. So it gave us the fundamental analysis. Okay, cash flow, key ratios, valuation versus peers, technical analysis, support levels, chart patterns. Okay. So in the system prompt, what I did was sometimes you don't get particular information about the company. So I did told that if you don't get information, tell me not available. It's better rather than giving false information. If you don't do that, sometimes what will happen is your agent will make up the information for you. That's the worst thing which can happen. You don't want that possibility. So it's not available. Sentiment analysis, okay. So I got everything. Institutional activity, I didn't got. No worries. Now I can actually use the code node. Okay. So now I can use this code node maybe. Actually, sorry. Let's zoom it out a bit. Now I can use this code node. I'll do the exact same. I'll just copy the code from the agent because I don't want to make it here. But what you can do is it's very easy. You can ask AI, okay, whatever you want in the code node, like whatever you want the code node to do, you can ask AI. Particularly for this, it will be like I want to split this, whole chunk of data into uh, size smaller than 496 parameters, 496 characters and all, and it will create a code for me. Okay, I won't do that right now, but you can do. You can what you can do is you can ask AI. If you will just explain it in simple sentence, okay, and then you can generate code. It will generate the code. You can try multiple times, maybe 5 to 6 times. You will get what you need. Okay, I will not do that right now. What I will do is I just copy paste the code which I already created. So I'll just go to YouTube. I'll just go to this code. Can click it here and just copy everything. Oh, sorry. Just copy everything here. Okay. Then I'll go to my demo agent. Okay, I'll paste it here. Like if you create the code with ChatGPT, you can do the similar. You can paste it. Like after copying that, you can paste it here. Now what I need to do is I need to add a Telegram message note. But I can again test this. I should have actually pinned this data also, like so that I don't have to run everything again. So I'll run everything again and then I'll just show you the step. Okay, it just got finished. Okay, and we got a lot of data. Yeah, we got. So what I will do is I'll pin this data so that I don't have to run all the nodes again. Okay, this is the best thing in it. Actually, I pin, but in make.com and all, you don't have this thing to you have to run everything again. Now I can test this node if it works or not. It worked. It outputted one item. Maybe because obviously this happened because the whole data was within 400 characteristics, I guess. So this happened. So it's okay. Now I will add a, we tested this, we tested all this. Now I will add a Telegram send a message node, send text message. Okay. So let's do here. Now we have to configure it. Like for the resource, it will be messages send operation. Okay, operation. Sorry, operation will be send messages. for the chat ID, what you have to do is we will get the chat ID from our Telegram trigger. This is the chat ID we want. Okay, so we'll just grab it and paste it here. Okay, and for the text, obviously, what we want is this. Okay, so we will just grab the text and paste it here. Okay, it's done. Now you should see one message coming from here as soon as I execute this. Oh, sorry. You saw the notification, right? Maybe you didn't because of my head. Okay. What happened was we got two messages. Like, this was the last message we did. So you can see we received two message here. Okay. No, we received only one message. Sorry. But this contains a lot of data. Like if I zoom in, a company overview, revenue growth. Okay. One thing I didn't told you, I actually changed the company. I used Tesla. Okay. So I just edited it. The information, revenue growth, now free cash flow, total debt, okay, key ratios, comparison between industry peers, okay, current stock price, okay, trend direction, okay, summary of recent news and headlines. So it's a lot of details, okay. So let's now what we will do is we will okay. See, I did not turn this off, so I we got this message. I did not turn this append and introduction off. Okay, so we got this message anyway. Uh, what we will do is what we will do right now is we'll just unpin this data, okay, and we will actually execute workflow from here. The workflow will be waiting for the trigger event, and we will send the name of a company. So now I will trigger it from here, and I will send the name like Meta, and I'll click on this execute step, and then we will see like all the whole agent working together. Okay, let me do one thing before that. Let me just change the name of these nodes. Okay, the reply. This should be okay. This should be so. Now this looks good. No, I have to do this also. Okay. Yep. It's okay. Now it seems to be good. So we will execute this step. We will. hmm, Let's see. It's working good. See, this is what happens. It is calling this agent multiple times because it is, as I told you, because it needs a lot of information, fundamental to do fundamental technical and you know sentimental analysis. That is right. So every time it's calling this agent, configuring the thing, and then again using this, and at last it will use the output process. So let's say it's taking, yeah. So we got the message. Now we didn't got the n8n. This message was sent by automatically by n8n because we switched it off. Like this time also, actually, there's a lot of fields data is not available. Okay, so the data, so the, this even after setting this, it's one item only that shows like we did not got that much data, but still we got a lot of things here. Like if I show you, we got company overview. Okay, we got revenue growth, we got operating cash flow, we got PE ratio, we got Meta's approximately lower PE ratio, so PE ratio comparison. Okay, that's good. Stock, this recent stock market price, recent performance. Okay, summary of recent news. Okay, analyst, and then institutional investor data is not available. Okay, but we got general market perception. So we got a lot of details. I can actually test it one more time. Let's test it with Amazon. Maybe I'm not sure if how much information we will get, but let's see. I have made it pretty much simple that you can't interact with it. You can only send the company name. The reason is I just wanted this build to be very much simple. But as I told you, if you want the agent to interact with you, and then it will ask you what you would want to do analysis over today, it can be done. As you saw, you need to change the system prompt a bit, and then the structured output a bit. Okay, yeah, and then it will happen. Okay, call 7 times. You got a lot of information, maybe. None that. Let's see. 11 times, huh? Actually, in Tavali you get, you know, 1,000 searches per month, so I think it's not an issue. So we got one message. Yeah. So we got company overview. We got operating cash flow. We got the PE ratio, current stock market price, recent performance, historical assistance, summary of recent news. We got general studies. We got institutional investors. Yeah, so it is okay. So I showed you everything. This works pretty well. Okay. So yeah, it's over. Bye.